Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai, dear meritorious children. Once again, we have joined with another Mirror of Dhamma program. So today, I'm going to share a nice, wonderful and inspiring Jathaka story with you. But before that, children, I need to ask a question. Now, when you're at school, when you're dealing with your friends, when you're dealing with the people in the society, there are some people who are arrogant. There are some people who become angry all the time. There are some people who try to get into fights and arguments sometimes. When you face those problems in your life, normally they react to anger by the anger. They react to argument by another argument. So people do the same wrong thing to others when they face problems, when they face arguments, when they face unfairness in their life. So we also face such problems, children, when we are dealing with toxic people, especially the people who become angry all the time. We too get angry and try to control them, try to talk them down, try to control them and keep them under our control. But children, wise people, the people who are matured in knowledge and wisdom, does not do like that. They do not react to anger. What they do is they respond to anger, but not react to anger. Now there's a difference between the response and the reaction. Reaction means he does the same thing. When the anger comes to one's life, he gives the anger as the return. So that is called the reaction. But respond is something different. When you respond to anger, you give the kindness to the others. Instead of giving anger, you give the kindness to the others. When someone shout at you, when someone yell at you, what wise people does is they become calm, they become silent as a response to the anger and respond to those problems. So children, wise people, matured people, the people who are intelligent never get into the arguments, never get into fights with others. They choose cleanliness and pureness than the victory. So there are two choices that you can choose when you face those problems. One is you can argue with them, you can react to those problems and you can win. You can have the victory. And the other one is you can respond to those anger. Respond to that anger even though you are defeated, but you still keeps your cleanliness, your virtue, your personality undisturbed. So children, when we choose those things, we have to choose the response than reaction. So what we have to do is when someone yells at ourselves, when someone blames to us, what we have to do is we should not react. We should respond instead. So this Jathaka story explains how intelligent people choose the defeat than the victory when others come to fight with them. So before learning this interesting and inspiring Jathaka story, let's pay homage to the Supreme Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. And after observing 5 precepts, let's learn this interesting Jathaka story today. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, before observing 5 precepts, let's pay homage to the Supreme Buddha and let's go for refuge to the Triple Gems. Say with me. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, to observe 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, to rebirth in heaven, and to realize the 4 noble truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, say with me. My homage to the Supreme Buddha. Buddha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Dhamma. Dhamma is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Sangha. Sangha is my refuge every day. My homage to the Supreme Triple Gem. Triple Gem is my refuge every day. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. First of all, let's pay our homage to our Loku Swaminwahansa, who showed us this Supreme Buddha's Dhamma, who gifted us this Supreme Buddha's teachings to all of us who live in all around the world, Sri Lankans who live in all around the world. May all of our homage be to our Kalyana Mitra, Pinwath Loku Swaminwahansa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear meritorious children, as I said before, we are going to learn a wonderful Jathaka story. The name of this Jathaka story is Sukara Jathaka. The Jathaka story about a wild boar. Now I think you all have seen wild boars, the wild pigs, the pigs who live in the jungle. So this story is about a wild boar. The reason for teaching this Jathaka story by our great teacher Supreme Buddha is, it is a nice story. One day, our great Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana was preaching Dhamma to the lay followers and the Swaminwahansas, the monks. While our great Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana was preaching Dhamma, there was one old monk among those monks. He felt a bit jealousy about our great Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana, because those disciples, our great disciples, our Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana, was very famous. They were well known among the lay followers and the monks. They got many presents and many praises from the people. So while the Dhamma sermon is going on, one old monk, felt a bit jealousy about the Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana. So at the end of the Dhamma sermon, this old monk stood up and went up to our great Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana and asked a Dhamma question, a deep Dhamma question from our great disciples. Now, our great Arahant Sariputta knew that this monk is asking this deep question, this difficult question from me, because he doesn't want to realize, but he wants to defeat me with a debate. He wants to defeat me with this question. So our great Arahant Sariputta knew this, and children, wise people never get into arguments. Wise people never get into debates. Wise people never debate with Dhamma. Now our great teacher Supreme Buddha said that Dhamma is not for debating. Now have you seen people who are debating with Dhamma? Our great teacher Supreme Buddha said, you cannot realize this Supreme Buddha's teachings, Supreme Dhamma, by debating, by the logics. Right? Realization is far beyond from the logics. So our Supreme Buddha said, you should not debate with Dhamma. So our great Arahant Sariputta stood up from the seat and went to his kuti. And the same question was given to our great Arahant Moggallana. So our great Arahant Moggallana also knew what was the idea of this monk. So what our great Arahant Moggallana did was, he stood up from the seat and went to his kuti. Now, the people who saw this, the monks who saw this, was very upset with that monk, because he ruined the time, he ruined the opportunity to learn a good Dhamma sermon, to listen a good Dhamma sermon by our great Arahant Sariputta and Moggallana. So they were very upset with him, and they started blaming and yelling at that monk. Then that monk felt ashamed and he started running out of the Dhamma hall. While he was running, he fell into a pit where the fecal matters, the excrements, are put into. So that monk was covered with feces and he was stingy. He became stingy. Then this news was delivered to our Supreme Buddha. Then our Supreme Buddha, our great teacher Supreme Buddha, said, this monk became stingy not only this time, dear monks. He was stingy at the past, at another life even. Now our great teacher Supreme Buddha said this Jathaka story after that. Once upon a time, there was a big lake in a forest. Around this lake, there was a group of boars or wild pigs. They were used to drink water from this lake. And there was another big lion who was in the jungle. He also used to drink water from this lake. One day, while the lion was drinking water, he saw a wild boar, a wild pig, has come to drink water from that lake. Then the lion thought to himself, if this wild pig, if this wild boar saw me as a lion, he will not come again to this lake to drink water. He will be afraid and he will be frightened and he will run away. So if he ran away, I cannot catch him and eat. So what the lion did, he secretly, slowly he slipped away from the place where he was drinking water into the jungle. But children, however, the pig, the wild pig, saw that the lion is running away from the lake. And the pig thought, the lion is running because he has become afraid by seeing him. So he shouted at the lion and said, hey, stupid lion, why are you running? Are you afraid of me? So hereby I challenge you to a fight right at this place. When the lion heard this challenge from the wild pig, he turned around and looked into the pig's eyes and said, I will not fight with you today, but we will have our fight in a week later, right at this place. So you can come after a week to this place and we will have our fight. By saying this, the lion went to the jungle and the pig went to meet his fellow pigs, went to his clan. Then the pig proudly informed this news to his fellow pigs that he has challenged a lion to a fight. Then the whole bunch of pigs was afraid and they said, what have you done? Now, do you think you can fight with a lion? See how strong a lion is. You will never fight. You will never win a fight with a lion. This is a disaster not only for you, but This is a disaster for all of us. So you have made a big disaster for all of us. So how can we get rid of this disaster? Soon that wild pig who challenged the lion realized that he has done something wrong. He has challenged the wrong person, the lion. Then he was very afraid, he was frightened and asked, "Friends, can you help me to get rid of this disaster? Can you help me to get rid of this fight, this challenge?" Then one pig said to that pig who challenged to the lion, "I have an idea. Now, from this day, you go to where the human fecal matters are put into, and you cover the human fecal matter all over your body for 7 days. Let them dry for 7 days. And you will be stink, and when you go into the fight, the lion will never touch you, because lion prefers the cleanliness than the victory. Lion is a very clean and tidy animal, so he will never touch you. Then you can escape from the death." So children, this pig went to the place where human excrements and the feces are there. He rolled over that place and covered the human fecal matter all over his body and let them dry. This was continued for 7 days. And at the end of the 7 days, children, the pig was stinging so badly. So the challenge day came. The pig went near to the lake. And while he was near the lake, he saw the lion is coming for the challenge. Now when lion got near to the pig, he felt the bad odor, bad smell that was coming out of the pig's body. And the lion realized that the pig has done a good trick. And the lion said, children, and what lion said is the most amazing thing. He said to the wild boar, "You have done a nice trick. You will be escaped only for today, because I do not prefer to touch you with my feet or mouth, because you are stinging. You are stingy. You smell very badly. So I will not touch you from my feet or mouth. So hereby I will give you the victory. You are the person who has won from this fight." By saying this, the lion went back to the jungle, children. Then the pig was very happy, and he went to his clan and informed the news very proudly. Then the whole group of pigs thought that if he continues this challenging mindset, if he continued this foolishness for a long time, we all will be in danger. So what the whole bunch of pigs did was they left and they abandoned that stupid pig. They abandoned that stupid wild boar. So children, now this was the end of the Jathaka story. Our great teacher Supreme Buddha said at that time, our Supreme Buddha was born as the lion, and the stupid and foolish monk who challenged the wise people was born as that wild pig who were smelling very badly. So children, this shows us that wise people never get into troubles with foolish people. The well-matured people with knowledge and intelligence and wisdom, they do not get into arguments. They prefer silence and patience than arguing. They prefer forgiving than fighting. So, as noble disciples of the Supreme Buddha, as noble sons and daughters of Supreme Buddha, we also have to develop these qualities within ourselves, children. How can we develop these qualities? Now, when you come across with people who are very toxic, who get into troubles and get into arguments very easily, what you have to do? You should not argue with them back. You should not react them. You should not react to them. What you have to do is respond to them. What? From what? You have to respond to them by patience. You have to respond them by keep being silent, not get into arguments. You have to respond them with kindness, compassion. When you do this, what will happen? The wisdom will develop inside you and good qualities will develop inside you. So children, more than any other things that we develop in our life, having money, having good luxurious home, and learning many things, more than those things, developing good qualities is the most important thing that we have to do in our life. Because if we have no good qualities that has developed in our life will be like a flower without a smell. Now there are flowers without smell, but they are worthless because it does not have the smell. It has only the outer appearance, nice appearance, but no smell. But the flowers with a good smell and the outer appearance are very worthy. People like those flowers a lot. So what we have to do is we have to learn well, we have to be good people, and also we have to develop good qualities such as patience, kindness, compassion, forgiving. So those things, those good qualities, we have to develop within ourselves. So children, you should never get into arguments with others. Be silent, be patient, then you will be happy forever. So practice good qualities and practice Dhamma, do meditations and collect many merits. And I wish may all of you realize Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai. Now children, we have come to the session of meditation. So before getting to the meditation, we have to get ready for that. So sit in a relaxed position. You can sit on a chair or you can sit on the floor cross-legged and keep one palm on the other and make your back straight. That is the most important thing you have to do when you meditate. You have to make your back straight, your body straight, and relax your body and relax your mind. Now gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Today we are going to do Karuna meditation. We are going to spread our compassionate thoughts to all beings who live in this world. When you hear my voice, think according to them. Now listen very carefully. May I be free from physical suffering. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be well and happy with physical well-being. May I be well and happy with mental well-being. May I live in peace. May all the beings around me be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May all the beings in this village be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May all beings in this city be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May all beings in this country be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May all beings in this world be free from physical suffering. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May all beings be free from physical suffering. Be free from mental suffering. May they be well and happy with physical well-being. May they be well and happy with mental well-being. May they live in peace. May they live in peace. May all beings live in peace. Live in peace. Live in peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, now we have come to the session of good deeds, where we watch and be happy with all the good deeds that has done by children all around the world. So let's watch the good deeds and be happy with them and share all the merits that has done by them. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai.
Namo Buddhaya. You have now come to a good deeds session where you read and watch the good deeds done by children all around the world. My name is Dinu Daham and today I'm here with Devanga.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Devanga. Today we'll be watching the good deeds done by Dimal Upasaka and Nalini Upasika.
The first meritorious deed was done by Dimal Upasaka from Toronto. He has sent a 3D animation of the Dhamma wheel to celebrate the Posampoya Day. Let's see the video he sent. Namo Buddhaya, Pinwath swaminwahansa. I am Dimal from Toronto, Canada. Recently, I created a 3D animation video to celebrate the Posampoya Day. The video consists of floating lanterns in a lake and a Dhammachakra on a rock. May this video be homage to our Supreme Buddha and Mihindu Maharatan Vahanse. May all the merits I have accumulated from doing this, I would like to share with my parents, my teachers, and especially with Pinwath swaminwahansa and all the monks of Mahamaunava Buddhist monasteries who teach us the importance of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Theruvan Saranai, Namo Buddhaya. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Many merits to Dhamma Upasaka for sending this marvelous video. I hope that many children use their talents to respect the noble triple gem, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and earn enormous merit to their lives. We wholeheartedly rejoice in your merit.
You can also create short 1 to 2 minute presentations or videos about any Dhamma topic or any meritorious deed you have done. You can then send them to our email address. We can share them with the whole world and rejoice in that merit. The last meritorious deed was done by Nelani Upasika. She and her sister have drawn a beautiful drawing showing Arahant Mihindu Thero coming to Sri Lanka in the month of June, which is also the month of Poson. Let's see their drawing. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Many merits to Nelani Upasika and her sister for sending, making, and drawing this beautiful picture. Arahant Mihindu Thero came to Sri Lanka with a few other monks to introduce Buddhism to Sri Lanka. In the picture, Arahant Mihindu Thero is talking to King Devananpiyatissa about Buddhism. Such a wonderful drawing. We rejoice in your merit.
If you have any photos of any meritorious deeds you have done, you can send them to our email address, which will appear on the screen. We all will rejoice in your good deeds, and we can share them with the whole world.
Today we watched many good deeds done by children all around the world. May you also have the opportunity to do more meritorious deeds and to send your good deeds to our email address.
These meritorious deeds will help to propagate the Dhamma and teach others to do meritorious deeds as well. We rejoice in all your good deeds. The whole world rejoices in them too. May all of us have the opportunity to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Theruvan Saranai, Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya. You have now come to the world news and the Buddha's great message session. We read the news that happened around the world and what lessons we can learn from these news according to the Supreme Buddha's teachings. My name is Subodha and today I am here with Diana. If an animal was trapped somewhere, what would you do? Do you help them or ignore them? Yes. We should help them. We should rescue them. Why? It is the right thing to do, and you'll collect enormous merit. Whenever you see anyone helpless, ugly, extremely poor, sick, and depressed, you can conclude, we too have suffered in the exact same way, many times in this long journey. Now, let's watch how an elephant calf was rescued from the bottom of a well in India. An elephant calf that fell into a dug well and was separated from its herd has been rescued by officials in India's southeastern Odisha state. This elephant might be born in the human world in his previous life. In this endless samsara, he could be our parent or a close relative. But now, he has been born in the animal world because of his bad actions that he has done from his body, speech, and mind. Therefore, my dear Dhamma friends, Have a strong determination to do good deeds from your body, speech, and mind.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Deanna Sonomi. Due to the disaster, people will lose their wealth, children, parents, and sometimes even their own lives. When we lose wealth, our family members, we feel upset and sad. This week, another disaster was reported in Australia.
A cyclone cut power to tens of thousands of people overnight and destroyed several homes on Australia's west coast. Tropical cyclone Shraddha damaged 70% of buildings in the coastal town of Kelburry, the worst hit area about 310 miles north of Perth. Officials said. Emergency Services Commander Don Clem said about 30% of the damage was significant.
There are 8 worldly conditions revolve around the world, and the world revolve around these 8 worldly conditions. What 8? Gain, loss, fame, disrepute, blame, praise, happiness, suffering, pain. We should face those 8 worldly conditions with a confident mind. The secret for this is knowing and understanding of things as they really are. Things that we are experiencing around us are impermanent. If something is impermanent and they are subject to suffering, if something is suffering, they are not under our control. So no point getting upset. Try to understand the true nature. We will all see you next week. Teruan Saranai, Namo Buddhaya.
Children, now we have come to the session of Parita chanting. So today we are going to chant Kanda Parita. Turn to page 30 in our Pali English Parita chanting book, and there we find the Kanda Parita. So today we are going to chant Kanda Parita. Namo Buddhaya. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, let's chant Kanda Parita now. Chant with me. Virupakhehi me mettang, mettang erapatehi me. Chabya puttehi me mettang, mettang kanha gotamakehi cha. May I have metta towards Virupakhas, towards Erapathas. May I have metta, may I have metta towards Chabya Puttas, towards Kanha Gotamakas also. May I have metta. Apadakehi me mettang, mettang dipadakehi me. Chatupadehi me mettam, mettang bahupadehi me. May I have metta towards the footless. May I have metta towards those with 2 feet. May I have metta towards those with 4. May I have metta towards the many-footed. Mamang apadako hingsi, mamang hingsi dipadako, mamang chatupado hingsi, mamang hingsi bahupado. Let not the footless do me harm, nor those that have 2 feet. Let not the 4-footed do me harm, nor those endowed with many feet. Sabbe satta sabbe pana, sabbe bhuta cha kevala, sabbe bhadrani passantu, ma kanchi papamagama. All beings, all living creatures, all beings who have come to birth, may good fortune bless them all. May no harm come to them. Appamano buddho, appamano dhammo, appamano sangho, pamanavantani siring sapani, ahivichika satapadi unnanabhi, sarabhumusika, katame rakha, kata me paritta, patikkamantu bhutani, sohang namo bhagavato, namo sattannang samma sambuddhananti. Immeasurable in virtue is the Buddha, immeasurable is the Dhamma, immeasurable is the Sangha, measurable are creeping creatures, snakes, scorpions, centipedes, spiders, lizards, and rats. Due to their defilements, I have guarded myself. I have made my protection. Depart from me, all you beings. I worship the Blessed One and the 7 Supreme Buddhas. Etena sachena suvati hotu. By this truth, may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now children, we have come to the end of our Dhamma program. So today, I hope you enjoy the Dhamma program. So let's meet with another interesting Dhamma sermon in the next week. So I wish you all, finally, may all of you be well and happy, and may all of you realize the 4 noble truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai.